This is Justin Ton from Dead Heat. You're watching CMS TV.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
And good evening. Happy Wednesday.
Hi.
Welcome to the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken.
What is going on, sir?
Did you hear that? Like, just before we go on the air, my conversation is, hey, sorry, but our guest had to cancel because the vice president needs him at a meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard that, and I was just like, well, it's good to see that some things have not changed between the Bob Franz show and the Jake Underwood show. Getting that call of, hey, emergency, 30 seconds before we go on the air.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. And I guess, going to see the vice president of the United States who's having another baby, whatever, is more important than our little show in the morning, but whatever.
Yeah.
I beg to differ, but yeah.
I have a question about that show, by the way, the JakeUnderwoodShow.com for people that wonder what we're talking about.
Yes.
I went to the website today as well as to the 1420 website. I couldn't find the video piece. Is that not on the website yet? Or
you mean the streaming part?
Yeah, I don't know where to look to see.
We have not. It's going to be live on JakeUnderwoodShow.com. Rumble. It's on Rumble currently.
Okay.
But we're not promoting it. We haven't set everything up as of yet. We're just kind of going through the motions because Jake is actually. We don't have a big budget.
Sure.
So Jake is actually doing the controls of the cameras.
Okay.
We have 4 cameras.
All right.
And so he's got to control all 4 in front of him. He's doing graphics for the live, the streaming. He's doing all this kind of stuff and trying to do everything while hosting a show.
Sure. I get that. I do that.
All right. So today, actually it was kind of funny because he got me on camera eating popcorn, and one of the pieces rolled right down my fucking fat belly, and like his sister. And then yesterday, so I'm not used to having a camera except for when we do this. I can't see myself in the studio cameras at work.
Right.
So I held up a rather inappropriate picture on my phone to him because I thought it was funny to like have him see an inappropriate picture before we go back on the air.
Sure.
And so I'm like, hey, check out a picture. And of course, it was live on the stream.
Of course it was. There you go.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was a bikini.
Now everybody knows how much you like gay porn.
Yes, and that's what it was. But so we're still getting all those bugs worked out before we actually start promoting and pushing the stream.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Jake ever needs help, you certainly know somebody that knows that world.
Yes,
So
I do.
I would be more than happy to help you guys get that rolling or get your own 24/7 streaming or whatever you need to
I'll
want.
talk to him. Maybe he's listening to the show, but I think like even without any promotion at all, like none, zero promotion.
Mm-hmm.
There was like 100 views on it the other day, and it was just, I mean, but nobody would even tell anybody where it was.
Well, that was me today. I just went. I wanted to see how it looked and how this, that was kind of where I was at, and I actually had a little bit of a minute of time where I could listen when you guys were on. It was like about 11 o'clock, I guess. And I went to the various websites. I was like, well, it ain't here. Well, it ain't here. I guess it ain't there yet. Or I started thinking maybe it was a Salem thing, and I don't know.
Now he's just digging around, getting everything together. It'll be shortly though.
All right, cool.
He's getting the website together. I'm going to have my own email address, Seth at jakeunderwoodshow.com on there.
Ooh, look at that.
Which I feel very important. I showed you the one shirt that's already up there.
You'll have 15 shirts after a little while.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the works. A whole bunch of stuff. Got to remember, we're only like a month and a half in.
Yeah, dude, you ought to literally just have I've got the shirt for you. It's just a picture of you and different foods in front of you, whether it's wings or sandwiches or pizza or whatever. And it just says, just add ranch to that. That's a seller.
That is a seller.
That is a selling machine there. You could have unlimited numbers of shirts that you can do with that.
How many varieties can you possibly have?
I could just see it. Steaks and hamburgers and hot dogs, everything. And it'd just be that could become your catchphrase. Just add ranch to that.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm going to make that quick announcement we talked about last night.
Yes, please do.
That would be funny too.
That would be.
From this point forward on the Wednesday show, the live show will be from 4 to 5.
Yes.
And then the bonus show will be from 5 to 5:30.
Yes.
It's no offense to any of you, but you don't pay me, and so we're enjoy our night. But we're going to do an hour of the regular show, and then 5 to 5:30 will be the bonus show that you will have to pay for on wherever we do.
Yeah, wherever it is. Mine's for now, but
if it changes, we'll let you know. But
yeah,
that is the new schedule for Wednesday,
which is really good for me because I have to actually be somewhere at 6 o'clock. So
nice,
perfect.
The Monday show is still 4 to 5. That is Limping Out of the Fire. You can find that on YouTube, Rumble, wherever. Limping Out of the Fire. It's good. I like it. We're having some good guests on there, which I am enjoying.
Yes, we talked about a major guest we may have on there soon.
Yes,
don't want to jinx that yet. But.
No. This coming Monday show should be good.
Yes, with Wayne Stokely of Lillian Axe joining us, who plays drums while blind.
So that should be interesting. Make sure you check that out. Seems like most of you are not. And then Wednesday again will be 4 to 5, a regular show, and then 5 to 5:30, bonus show.
Yes.
How do you get it's Minds, MID and
posted it.
MINDS.
I posted it. I posted the link. It's there. I'll put it on the screen. That's where you go to sign up for Minds, people.
And of course, we don't do like some shows. We don't like have a like a GoFundMe page or anything. So if you want to donate, you can. It's at the bottom there too.
Yes. And
Chris and I split the money, but maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just start a GoFundMe or whatever they're called. I don't even know the pages.
I still think one of the ways we ought to do it is just set, and we're kind of game planning here right on the air, and you guys can throw your comments in. You guys listen.
Hey, you. Why are you watching this with commercials? Go commercial-free and unlock exclusive content. Become a VIP today on Locals, Substack, or Rumble Premium. Stop waiting.
I'm thinking there'll be the mines on the extra half hour, but if everybody wants the mines, like instead of going to mines, if they just want to keep it free, 5 Rumble rants or 5 super chats. If we get 5 during the hour, then we'll just stay right here and do the extra half hour. If we don't get 5, then we'll go to mines. What do you think of that?
I think it's good. I mean, look, it's not like we're trying to make a living doing this.
No, but it'd be nice to
make it worth our time to take, a couple hours out of our day to prepare and to do stuff.
Dude, we're literally looking at like Rumble rants and mines and going, you know what, if we can make $10 this show, we'll do an extra half hour.
I mean, it's so fucking sad, dude.
If we can make 10 fucking bucks.
I mean, please don't take this the wrong way, but I mean, like when you send me a Venmo, whatever,
for $2
for $2, I get fucking excited. I'm like ready to crank one out in the car over the $2.40 I got.
Yeah, it is the word. It's $2.13, Seth, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, yeah. I was actually pushing our limit here.
Yeah, we have to take the fees out that Mines takes from us. So
right.
After all is said and done, we get $4.26 from each of you that signs up once a month.
That's so sad. And I'm not, I am complaining. Fuck that. I am complaining because, it takes effort to do all this. Now, there are other people that ask literally for tens of thousands of dollars on GoFundMe's and Give Send Goes and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why, because, we have the microphone, we have the equipment. Yeah. I'm not trying to make a living off of this. I just want, to have a good time and make a couple of dollars. But, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, 4 to 5. And then 5 to 5:30 will be the bonus show.
There you go.
Sign up.
Yeah, please sign up.
All right. What were we talking about today?
Let's talk
Speaking
about
of all
Hollywood.
the effort and time we put into, preparing for the show. What?
Yeah,
what
we're
was
going
the
to talk
topic?
Hollywood today.
A little, yes. We also have to talk about a little bit about Greenland, dude. I think it's going to happen.
Start with Greenland. You really think I saw, now I have not been following this. I will defer to you because I literally have only caught the occasional headline that flies through on X while I'm watching ice guys just fucking throwing assholes on the ground, which I'm loving. As far as I'm concerned, just shoot them dead. Just pull a gun. I wish the ice guys would just shoot. Like the guy that got shot in the face and lost his eye with the rubber bullet.
Yes, yes.
Bravo, ice guy.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, stay out of the fucking road. Here's
how to handle not getting shot by police. Don't be there and move.
Yeah. Look,
when the cops tell you to do something, listen to them, get out of the way, and don't go to a protest where you could get shot in the face.
Yeah. And stay out of the road. I keep hearing this misconception over and over and over and over that you have a constitutional right to protest.
You do not.
You do not. You have a constitutional right to peacefully gather.
Yes.
There is a difference.
You
peacefully
can assemble.
gathering. Yeah, you can assemble and you can have signs and nobody can arrest you for that. No matter what the signs say. All this bullshit of Trump equals Gestapo or ICE equals Gestapo and Trump equals Hitler and all this nonsense. You can have that all you want. Y'all can stand on the side of the street there on the sidewalk and chant, Trump go home, Trump go home.
Correct.
Chant whatever the hell you want. If you're in the street, you are no longer a peaceful assembly. You are a lawbreaker. And I wish that the ICE, since these fucking blue state assholes will not honor the law, I hope that ICE does. Fuck them up for life. I hope they break their legs. I hope they bust their faces. I hope that these people are fucked up for life, especially the ones that are in the streets. Because like I saw a guy the other day, his wife was literally having a baby in the car.
Yeah.
And these fucking assholes wouldn't get out of the way. So finally he got out of his car and yanked somebody out the way, and it just ran through him, and whatever happened, happened. And good. As far as I'm concerned, even if he ran him over and killed him, no crime. Because they
Absolutely.
were jeopardizing his wife's life.
And, like the Renee Good who got shot.
Yeah.
When the cops come up to your door and say, stop, get out, stop and get out. You were blocking traffic. You were blocking ICE vehicles. You were there that you weren't supposed to be there. You don't live there.
Mm-hmm.
And you were most likely being paid to be there. Get the fuck out of the way. Listen to the officers, or you're going to get shot. Guy who got a rubber bullet in the eye, get the hell out of the way, or you're going to get shot.
And
it is not your right to be there.
No. And for God's sakes, stop saying that you don't have to listen to the police.
You do.
You do have to listen to the police. I get so frustrated with these fucking white liberal women mostly, but it's black women as well, but mostly white liberal women that sit there and say, well, I don't have to. Or they get on the phone with their attorney or some shit. And the cops, God bless them, the patience that these fucks have is unbelievable. How they'll be like, no, ma'am, you have to get out of the car. No, ma'am, you have to get... Fuck that. Pull out a billy club and smash her teeth down her fucking face.
I'll take the phone with it.
Yes, make her eat that phone.
I watch a lot of those First Amendment audit things like on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And some of them are okay. I mean, there's some guys out there, there's one they called Am Against It Press or something like that. The guy does a pretty good job of being a dick without being a dick.
Sure.
You know, he'll go to a post office where he knows that he's allowed to be inside. He'll take videos until somebody gets annoyed and calls the cops, but he doesn't antagonize people. Mm-hmm. He just knows that it's right to film inside of a post office in a public place.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, you know, sometimes he carries his weapon with him. Sure. He knows that going into a federal building he's not allowed to carry a weapon. And so he doesn't go inside then.
Sure. I get it.
But people are always calling the cops, and the cops always have to apologize and, you know, say sorry, you know, and then realize that this guy is right. But I mean, these are not First Amendment audit people. These are people that have no idea what the laws even are and are just trying to be antagonizers and activists. Get the hell out of the way, or you're going to get shot, and I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the video that came out? I think it was today, maybe yesterday, it was like a red car, and they were just driving, and then all of a sudden a gaggle of lunatics surrounded the car and started kicking the car and stuff, yanking the people out of the car. Did you see this?
No.
I got to find it. I'll see if I can't find it real quick. But so the person was just driving down the street. I think they had like an American flag bumper sticker or something on the car, and they just surrounded the car and started opening the doors and yanking people out and kicking the car doors or whatever. And these are the same people that when they do it to my car and I pull my gun and shoot somebody, they're the same people who are going to say that I was the aggressor.
Right.
That I did something wrong. And I'm telling you now, if you do it to my car, you're going to catch lead. Because that's why I carry. I carry just for that reason, for some asshole getting in my way and damaging my vehicle and trying to hurt me. If you try to hurt me, I will end your life.
These protesters are the first people that when you pull a gun are going to call the cops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
They don't want the cops there. But you pull a gun on them, I swear to God, they're going to call the cops on you.
Of course they will. You know what? Let them. I'm legally allowed to carry.
So did you see Trump at all on this economic forum thing that he was doing today?
I did not. I heard that other people kind of really put the hammer down to the WEF though. I don't know who, and I really only caught maybe 3 minutes of scanning of
I mean, The View did their normal, cherry pick bullshit and, made it sound like Trump was an ass and everything. Now, I watched the entire thing in the studio while we were doing a show.
Right.
And to be honest with you, he did his usual, I'm going to talk about myself and how great I am and everything I've accomplished in the past year and all that, which was fine but boring to me because you hear it every day.
Right.
But when he talked about Greenland, he said, look, I'm not going to use force. I'm not going to go in there with boots on the ground and start shooting people to get Greenland. But he did say, NATO, if you don't give it to us, I'm going to remember this.
Mm-hmm.
And he was right, though. He said, look, NATO's done nothing for us.
Right.
Nothing for this country.
No.
We don't ask anything out of them. Everything we always are helping other people.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's, I think when we had Katrina or whatever it was, Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
I think Japan sent over like 15 tents or something like that. But nobody did anything to help us.
Thanks a lot.
And so, you said, I'm going to remember if you don't give it to us. Then the last update I heard was that he had said that there is some movement and negotiating going on, and it looks like there could be a deal coming soon or in the future for Greenland and a lot of the Arctic region.
Okay.
Now, I'm not a military guy. I don't understand, and I don't really know even on a map if I could point out Greenland unless it was labeled. But, whatever strategic military use it would have, I believe in. I mean, I know there's been a couple other presidents that were interested in Greenland. Military guy, do you know anything about Greenland?
I mean, I know where it is. It's up north. It's up by like Iceland and
but is it
North
worth our
Pole and
time?
stuff. I've never been to Greenland. I will say that. Isn't the appeal to Greenland something about making batteries or something like the
minerals and stuff is a big
minerals
thing
and
up there, without a doubt. And that's for more AI stuff.
Yeah, I did.
But
see
they said that.
Go ahead.
That it's strategically placed that we would need like air bases and stuff like that up there. If China or Russia decided they want to take this, they could just take it without even thinking about it.
Could be. That could be it. The only thing I know about this Greenland thing, and I am really, really haven't been following it, but I did see last night, I was death scrolling at 3 a.m, and I saw a thing on Greenland, and they said that to compensate the people, there's X amount of money that's going to be given to Greenland, like $900 billion or something to buy Greenland per se.
Right.
But then they're doing something like every citizen of Greenland will be given $100,000 as well to help them adjust to being part of America or something like that. So I was like, man, that's a pretty good deal for those people, especially the ones that are not doing real well.
I just wonder what the plans include. I mean, I understand the air bases, I understand the minerals and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, I don't imagine that he's going to just start building Trump towers everywhere and turn it into big New York City. I mean, I would imagine that it would be okay.
Well, we do need a New York City now that the one we have is communist.
It's a great spot for defense.
Yeah, I could see where it would work for, having a strategic stronghold closer to like Russia and whatnot, because if the Russians attack somewhere in Europe, even, I mean, we're a long way away. As somebody that has flown to Europe a bunch of times, I mean, that's a long flight. I can't imagine what it's like being on a warship or something and navigating whatever oceans you have to navigate to get there. I'd imagine that's a long, long run. So.
And then from everything I've read, Denmark is in charge right now of Greenland, and they're supposed to provide security and provide so much whatever money and this and that for the area, and they have not done so.
Yeah, how much money does Denmark have?
I don't know, like $8.
Yeah, I mean,
as much as this show has.
Other than White Lion, what has Denmark ever given us? How's that for an old school reference?
Very little is habitable, according to Bob.
That could be. I don't know.
It's a big piece of ice.
Yeah. Well, although I've heard that it's not as frozen as we think. It's not Iceland. It's not Antarctica.
I thought Iceland was more green than it was ice.
I think Greenland is more green than it is ice. I could be wrong. I don't know. Again, I've never been to Greenland, so, who has, for that matter? Anybody listening ever been to Greenland? Anybody? I don't think anybody's ever been there. I mean, it's not a vacation spot. Hey, where you want to go where you and Heather want to go on your trip, Seth? Did you consider Greenland?
Greenland has vastly more ice than Iceland,
Oh,
with about 80% of its land covered by the massive Greenland ice sheet,
okay. Did not know that.
while only around 11% of Iceland is covered by glaciers.
Didn't know that either. That is a part of the world that I do not know.
Sounds nice, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going there if we turn it into a visiting place. I wouldn't mind visiting. Don't know that I'd want to live there. Sounds like it's cold.
But I think that people are focused on so many wrong things in this country that are going on. I mean, you have a Supreme Court that's trying to decide whether men should play women's sports, and you're worried about Greenland.
Yeah, why are we worried about that nonsense? I found that video. This is the kind of shit we should be worried about. Let me show you this. This is outrageous. So check this video out. It's just, you see these lunatics that are protesting. Watch this.
That's him!
Run up on this car.
That's him! Is that him? Is that him? Yes! Open the door!
Look at him.
Oh my God! Try! Oh my God! Just try!
This is where you pull out a gun.
Who are they? What are they going after?
Whoever that is that's in this car. That's apparently a racist, homophobe, transphobe, Nazi, Gestapo, ICE, whatever. But they just converged on this car and started. Look at them, pulling people out. scaring people.
Run it over.
Hey, pull over.
Don't you think this not a valid point for this woman or the driver to pull a gun and just start shooting out the window?
Absolutely.
I
Shoot
think
everybody
they
in the
should
face.
absolutely shoot them all. Shoot them dead.
There's
Leave them
cameras,
dead in the
like, just-
street. This is terrorism. This is straight up. This is how do these people know that these people are? I'm not even going to say that they're safe or whatever, but how do they know that they're not kidnapping them or whatever?
Yeah.
They don't know.
Who are the fools taking pictures?
They're trying to get some clout on their fucking Instagram or whatever.
Hey, real quick, thanks to Cody for donating to the Venmo.
Oh, did he?
Dude,
Thank
Cody's
you, Cody.
been like a beast with that for us. Thank you.
Nice. Well, thank you, Cody. All right, here's a little more of this stupid video.
Leave it.
Get out of here!
Leave it off.
Get out of here! No! Y'all just let him leave! It's not worth it! Hey! We don't know him! Stop it!
Let him out. Let him out.
Run them the fuck over. See, how can they get away with even just damaging a car like that? If you're damaging my car like that, I'm going to give my car a real fucking thumping when it thumps your fucking skull into the windshield. Fuck that.
See, if I'm in a 2,000-pound vehicle like that, I'm going to back over these people.
I'm running them right the fuck over.
I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to do whatever I can to hit every last one of these dumb bastards.
I know this isn't what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be peaceful and all this shit. Fuck that. That's not peaceful. That's not a legal protest. That is straight up anarchy. And if the cops ain't going to do something, then you got to get anarchists just like these fucking
And that's what they're doing in Minnesota. They're attacking ICE. They're attacking ICE vehicles. They pulled a whole bunch of like government documents out of the trunk.
Yeah.
And open them up. And I mean, these people they're tearing down fences where secured areas. You need to just go in there. If I was Trump, I'd send everybody in there.
Well, and the thing is, from what I understand, I have some friends that live in Minnesota, but not in Minneapolis. Most of the people, I'm told, so take that for whatever that means, but I'm told that most of the people up there hate what's going on in Minneapolis. They're absolutely disgusted seeing this nonsense brought to their fucking
Do they
city.
hate the mayor? Do they hate the governor there?
They hate Walls. They all hate. How is Walls not in jail?
Well, the DOJ is supposedly going after him.
I don't
believe
want to
what
hear
see
about
it.
supposedly going after him. When you find $1 billion in fucking suitcases, that's enough to put him in jail today.
Trying to
We
get
don't
on
need
planes?
much. Do we need an investigation beyond that? This is not Tim Walls, grabbing a 20 here and there off a stack of money. This is $1 billion almost in suitcases. Put his ass in jail. Put his ass
Same
in
thing with
jail.
that stupid governor or stupid mayor.
Yeah, same with the mayor. You know, it's ridiculous. And
How do you not get in trouble for inciting violence when you're the mayor and you're telling the people to fuck these ICE agents? And
yeah, dude, how is Don Lemon not in jail for fucking raiding a goddamn church?
yeah,
This episode of the CMS Network is brought to you by our sponsor, Blackout Coffee. If you are a coffee lover, you will love when they are selling over at Blackout Coffee. Make sure you get yourself some. The only thing woke about this company is the drinker of the coffee, because it gives you quite a jolt. I am a personal fan of the Brutal Awakening Dark Roast, but everybody's a little bit different. Make sure you get what is your favorite today. Go to blackoutcoffee.com. Use the promo code CHRIA20 to save 20% on your first order. It's that simple. So one more time, blackoutcoffee.com. That is the link, or use the full link if you're going to shop around. That is scrolling on the bottom, and get yourself some of the best coffee that is out there today. blackoutcoffee.com.
He raided a church, for God's sakes.
did you see that video of him talking? The pastor?
And now he says he didn't. He says, "Oh, it wasn't a raid. It was It doesn't matter.
What
You're
do you
not
think it
allowed to go
was?
into a fucking church." They only went into a church because it's Christian conservatives. That's why they went into it.
Absolutely.
So fuck him. He should be in jail too. But what? He's famous, so we're gonna sit on that for a while? Is that what we're doing? We're gonna investigate and blah blah blah.
Brian has the best text of the day right there. DOJ with a whole bunch of laughing faces.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
Fucking joke.
It's a joke anymore. I thought this DOJ was going to be something to look up to and be like, all right, thank God we got some of these guys now.
No.
They ain't done shit.
Same shit, different face in front of it, but the same shit. Here's how you handle.
I'd rather look at her naked than the last guy.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But here is how you handle a left-leaning lunatic coming at your car. Watch this guy. Have you seen this video, Seth?
No.
This is great. This is how you handle a lunatic. So he got in the way. Guy takes a punch. Oh, yeah? All right, asshole. Sit down. Now get punched in the face over and over and over.
Come on, motherfucker. The fuck out of here.
Damn right.
Bitch. You know next time you don't fuck.
I could watch that guy all day.
That's how you handle yourself. That is.
Oh, there's got to be more of those kind of videos, right?
Oh, I'm looking for more, but that's one that's floating around right now, is that one, and I love it. I can't see enough of that. I can't see enough of it. I'm glad that people are fed up. I'm glad that people are done with it. You know, that's really what it comes down to, is everybody's done with it. You know, now did you see the guy in Minnesota carrying his weapon? Shut up. Shut
No, I
up.
didn't.
Yeah, there's a guy, he's standing outside with one of these. You know, he's standing outside like he's going to scare anybody. I got news for you, dickhead. You grabbing a weapon for the first time, probably since you were in the fucking army or whatever, ain't going to scare a bunch of people that live with fucking weapons. It's not going to scare them at all. You know, people are stupid.
I'm seeing some of these.
Oh, it's great. Dude, it's nonstop.
I can't just send these to you, can I?
You can, sure. You got to
How?
email them to me, though.
I can't send you on Twitter.
I don't know how to pull them up on Twitter.
I don't even know what your Twitter is.
CMS rocks. I could just pull some more up. Here's another guy.
CMS Network.
Yeah. It's just CMS rocks on Twitter. Check out this guy. I don't know what he's doing here, but he just gets out and starts pushing people out the fucking way.
Disrupting traffic, idiots! You can't do that! That's against the law!
All right, motherfucker.
Wildin', I'm not gonna start throwing fists at y'all, bro. I'm not gonna run y'all over. Get away from my car, bro.
There you go.
Get away from my car! Bro, get away from my car. I have a daughter in Brooklyn!
Don't touch him!
Run him over.
That's it, dude. Now you've
Run
been
him over.
warned.
Don't touch him!
You have been warned.
Here you go. Here I come. The one thing these guys need to stop doing is riding their brake
I don't know.
because they're afraid to run them over. Run them over.
I just sent you on that CMS network, whatever.
All right, let me see.
That is a guy that looks like he's not afraid.
Oh, how do we get to that? Is that in chat? No.
Messages.
Oh, is it? I never use the messaging thing in this thing. Oh, there it is. Seth Williams sent a post. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Oops. I love it. What's wrong with that?
Can't see it, though.
Oh, you can't see it? Hold on.
It's a small little box.
Let me scale back and try and jump in here again. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Here we go. Let's see this again.
Yeah, he's like, nope.
Good. Now throw it in reverse and run
Yes,
all these
exactly.
assholes over. Just throw it in reverse.
But that guy was not caring about the break.
No,
Like, let's go.
I love it.
You want to hang on to the car? You're coming with me.
That's how you got to handle this shit now. You got to do. If you own a weapon, you got to carry. Look, I live in a pretty safe neighborhood, but
Yes.
I'm carrying now. I'm carrying every time I leave this house, unless I know I have to go in somewhere because I don't want, I obviously don't want the gun to get stolen out of my car or something and be used in a bad way. But I'm definitely carrying, and if this shit happens to me, I am definitely pulling. Don't give two fucks what that means. I will pull if somebody tries to hurt me, damage my vehicle, hurt anybody that's in my car with me. Fuck them. They are a combatant as far as I'm concerned. And unlike everybody else, I've been trained to deal with combatants. I know how to do that. So bring it on, fuck.
Oh my God,
Good on that guy. I like it.
Yeah, I'd turn around and go right back after.
That's what I'm saying. Run them the fuck over.
Things are looking up. The government is getting a new ballroom and Greenland. Yes.
Oh, there we go. And from the looks of things, it won't be too long before we have a lot less fucking white liberal women walking this planet because they're all going to get run over by people.
It's so sad because I know some of these people. They're scary individuals. I was talking about it with my wife. We're just so different.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake was talking the other morning saying, I don't think it's as bad as you think. Everybody's, whatever. Everybody's upset about this or upset about that. I said, but they're still, their brains are wired different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, I don't know why, but.
Well, they're emotional. They cannot. I don't want to label all liberals as bad or whatever because I don't think that's true at all. I have a lot of liberal friends that I'm fine with, and when it comes to politics, we just don't talk about it. I mean, like in the old days. In the old days, you had people that you didn't agree with, and you just, dude, you remember even 15 years ago or whatever, if somebody brought up politics, like you're at a bar or something, having a drink,
Right.
after work or some shit, and somebody was like, even if it's somebody that you hated and you were ready to jump on it. I know for me personally, I'd be in a bar or something, and somebody would be like, can you believe that fucking cocksucker Obama? And I'd be like, what about that new Iron Maiden record or what? I would immediately go to something else because I don't want to talk about politics with anybody. I never want to. And, I wish we could get back to that.
I called a couple of family members the other night
Yeah.
just to talk about something else.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them in the background started saying, "Well, what about that woman shot in the face?" I'm like I did not call to talk about this.
No, you don't want to know my answer anyway. Yeah,
you don't want to know. You already know what I'm going to say, so let's not even get into this.
That's
because it's just not going to turn out good. And that's the thing. I think, like, what I do for a living, and whether it's this show or whether it's the show in the morning, whatever, for the past 20 years of my life being involved in politics, I can defend my argument, and I'm fairly educated when it comes to doing so. And if I'm defensive, it's because, look, I like to debate. I like to have a good debate and argument about something, especially when I think you're crazy.
See, I just can't be bothered with it.
They'll just hang up, or they get so mad that they don't want to talk to me anymore. Well, okay, well then, what's the point in even doing this?
Well, dude, I have a niece, my niece Alex, who I love dearly. I mean, I love my niece, but politically, she is. If she didn't live in Spain, she would be in these protests. She's that kind of a liberal nut job when it comes to her politics. And it got so bad because I used to argue about this stuff all the time. And it got so bad that my mom actually made a rule that there was no talking about politics at Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner. She had to make a rule because my niece would just try and prod me. And you know me well enough to know I'm not the guy that's going to sit there and just be like, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe men should be in swimming competitions for women, and maybe men should be playing in women's basketball. I'm never going to say that. Instead I'm going to fight you tooth and nail, and it just turned ugly. So my mom actually made a rule, and it's weird because I feel like she made a rule about me because I'm literally the only one in my family that's not liberal. Like everybody else in my family is some level of liberal. Everybody.
Yeah.
Except me. And I don't think I'm a true conservative either. I mean, obviously the fact that I'm pro killing babies says I'm not. But, I am mostly conservative. I do like police, and I do stand with the police, and I have stood in riots with the police when 9/11 was, or right after 9/11, when they had the big riot in downtown Cleveland. Me and my friend Angry Pat, we went and stood with a bunch of people. And when people attacked the police, we were all throwing bombs. We were all punching each other in the face and whatever. I've done that. I'm too old for that shit now. I'm too old to care. And to me, and maybe you feel this way, maybe you don't feel this way, I'm past the point of trying to rationalize stupid. I just look at it and say, you're fucking stupid. I'm not going to argue with you anymore. You're just fucking stupid. And I stop, and it stops right there. It just stops.
I have trouble with. I feel like I need to fix somebody.
Yeah, I don't need to fix anybody. I'm happy to watch you be a failure in life. At this point anymore, that's how I really look at it. Oh, you don't believe you should have to work 40 hours a week? That's one of those things that floats around all the time now, that it's unfair to work 40 hours a week. Okay, well then go be a failure. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to even talk to you about the rationale behind it and what it means to, make those hours. And, if you really want to get into that discussion, explain to me why I got to pay for your fucking health care if you work 40 hours for me, and yet I can't dictate anything about your health. If you really want to go there, we can go there, but I mean, what the hell, man? It's just, I'm just over people in general. I'm just over them.
Do me a favor though.
Yeah.
Put up Cody's post. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I'll just put it up because he did donate $20 to the show.
The answer would be yes, Cody. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And thanks for putting that up there.
Yeah. A girl that knows her way around that area makes you forget about a whole lot of stuff.
Oh, yes. She could be a Biden supporter, and I think I'd probably be like, hey, got to look past some things.
Keep working while I celebrate President Obama. Go ahead. You keep doing your thing, and I'll do some of your thing too. Why not? I'll come so hard it'll seem like Mike Obama did.
Wow. I don't know. I just can't. I can't relate to certain people. We only got like 15 minutes left in this. You want to talk about the Hollywood stuff?
Yeah, let's talk about this just for a minute. So, the actor Timothy Busfield, who, I don't know how famous he is or not. I certainly am a fan of his acting work.
I think man, it might be one of my favorite movies of all time. Actually,
What movie?
I gotta look and make sure.
Field of Dreams?
No,
He was in Field of Dreams. He was in 30 something. He was in one of my favorite shows of all time, The West Wing. I love The West Wing, and he was a prominent member of The West Wing.
Revenge of the Nerds, dude.
Yeah, he was in there too.
He played what? Poindexter, I think.
He was one of them guys, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, can't not love that movie.
Yeah, I'm a fan of his work. And he recently got arrested for sexual contact with minors on set. And I guess it was a show called The Cleaning Lady, which I've never even heard of.
Never heard.
You have, but whatever. On The Cleaning Lady, it came out that he was inappropriate or something.
Little Perv on the Prairie.
I guess today it came out in court that basically the whole thing was a bunch of lies, and he was released on no bail even. Like
really?
the trial's still going on, but he was released today with no bail. But here's my question to this. While this one, the most current problem guy, might be innocent, why is it that so many in Hollywood feel like it's okay to fuck kids? And I want to be that bold about it because do you look at it these days with everything that we hear and think that it's a major problem? And do you think it's a new problem, or do you think it's a long-standing problem that just was kept quiet until social media got
I think it's a long-standing problem.
You think that they've always been fucking kids?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things we just, as years go on, we find out more about. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, look at how many gay people have come out these days because it wasn't really something you talked about back in the day.
Sure.
And I think that a lot of these kids are probably afraid, and parents were afraid, probably took money on the side or whatever, and things didn't come to light like they do now. I think it's...
I mean, what do you think it is, though? Because I mean, again, maybe it's just because I'm not a perv, but at least on that level, because I do think I am a perv, but I'm not a child perv. I mean, what is it about Hollywood that makes these guys and women so crave preteen pussy or cock, whatever it is?
I think they're just so used to getting whatever they want, and they probably get bored of the usual stuff because they get everything. And
so you think it's just it's the one thing I'm not allowed to get, so now I'm going to flex my clout.
What don't they have?
Yes,
some of these guys can get whatever girls they want just because they have money and are on a TV show. Forget about what they look like; they don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
it's all about power, and it's about being in control. And a lot of these celebrities crave that power, dude. Right?
It's just weird, though, to me that.
I mean, these guys go into a party; they expect everybody to cater to them.
You can crave power.
I mean, look at the Epstein thing.
Yeah, I agree, but like, I would love to have more influence than I do. Not that I think I have any influence over anybody. I would love to have more influence than I do. But I can't imagine that there would ever, and I'm going to take kids out of this for a minute. I can't imagine that there would ever be a time that I would have so much clout that it would lead me to start wanting to fucking degrade other men into sucking my dick. You know what I mean?
I totally agree with you.
I can't fathom what happens with fame that makes you stop acting like with the moral values that 99% of these Hollywood people were at least raised from children to 18 with. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about Timothy Busfield. I really don't. Or P. Diddy. I'd use Diddy. He's probably a better example. I know I've seen documentaries on Diddy where he was raised, his mom was very prevalent in his life. You know, I'm pretty sure she wasn't saying, hey, when you get older, you got to bang LeBron James in the ass. Or, you know, I'm pretty sure she wasn't leading him down that path.
No, but dude,
So what was it that twisted his brain?
I think it's that scene. I think it's that Hollywood scene, that rock and roll scene, dude. You know what it's like to be on, just forget about like a Hollywood scene. Think about just being on a tour bus with a band, dude.
Yeah, true.
And how crazy stuff like that gets. I mean, we've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it. I mean,
and that's just with some chicks after a concert.
Yeah.
Imagine what real life is for these people.
The difference, though, between Hollywood and bands, at least in my experience, is band guys, and maybe it's because band guys don't make as much money as Hollywood guys, so they're not as clout worthy, but band guys are more worried about, especially age. I have been on many a tour bus where they would bring girls onto the bus, and the first thing they had was a tour manager checking IDs.
Craving the ultimate treat without the hassle? Introducing Randy Trask No-Bake Cookies, the best gourmet no-bakes on the market today. Perfect for parties, events, work vibes, or just pure cookie bliss. Indulge in our peanut butter no-bake cookies or the irresistible chocolate peanut butter fumblers. Local delivery is available in the Ashtabula, Ohio area. Or visit www.rtnobakecookies.com and order your cookies today from Randy Trask's No Bake Cookies.
To make sure that the girls were 18 years old. You don't hear about any of that shit in Hollywood.
No, you don't.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but Hollywood just seems to be like, Shirley Temple, she's 6, I'll fuck her. You know, it's like, it's so ridiculous.
But it's a fantasy land, dude. The whole thing is a fantasy land. What they do for life is fantasy land.
Yeah, true.
None of it's reality to them.
So then what keeps some of them from going berserk? Like, there's big stars. I'm assuming there are big movie stars. Much as we hate Robert De Niro, I really don't think Robert De Niro ever banged a 9-year-old or anything like that. You know, I mean...
Probably not. What do we know, though?
Well, we don't know, but I mean, there's never even been an allegation.
No, but then Kevin Spacey was a guy that I would look at and go, man, what a great actor. He had a great career and all this kind of stuff. And then he's being accused of fucking kids and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it's... You know, and I mean, I guess if you really pull it apart, there are the R. Kellys of the world and stuff like that. And
then John Travolta, dude. I mean, John Travolta, I don't think he was fucking kids, but I think he was like fucking dudes and stuff like that, like a pool boy and all kind of weird. I mean, they get into weird shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have everything, you just want more.
Mm-hmm. It is weird, isn't it? What's weird to me is like, I'm trying to think of a way to say this without saying a name. There was a musician that was accused and subsequently convicted of doing stuff with underage people. And I'm not going to bring the musician up because he did his time and whatever. And it's not worth the hassle that could potentially come to me and you.
Anybody that I know?
Yes. You may not know the guy, but you definitely know the band. The band has an X in the name. Enough said.
Right.
That said, there was always rumors about this guy. There was always kind of a rumor mill that talked about this guy and, you know, he might be dabbling with 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds. I had heard that many times. But never was there proof until he got arrested, and then I think he did 8 years in jail or something. So, you know, it was talked about. I don't ever, and maybe it's because we don't live in Hollywood that we don't see it. But I, you know, in today's world with like a TMZ, I can't believe that any of these stories sneak up on anybody. TMZ seems pretty integrated into everything.
Yeah, they do.
And yet, there's like this Timothy Busfield, this came from out of nowhere. Had you heard one word about Timothy Busfield in 15 years before this came up?
No.
That's what I mean. It wasn't even whispered about it.
But that, again, happens with all these guys. I mean, Kevin Spacey, again. I mean, I never thought of when I was watching American Beauty, whatever, that he was actually going to be fucking kids. And,
true.
I never thought about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When I was watching the movie Seven, I was killing people. I never thought he was going to be, slaying little boy blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Usual
Suspects was another one.
Yeah. I mean, so I think they just get caught up in a weird scene out there, man. I think it's when you're behind the scenes, it just takes you.
Yeah, I guess. I just can't. To me, I can't imagine after the fact. Like I always try to think how these guys think or try and figure it out. During it, I understand the kind of, you get, I'm sure they get hyped up. They're probably on some sort of drug, whatever. Next thing you know, they're fucking a 14-year-old or something. The part where they lose me is, how do you live with that after?
I don't know, man.
How do you go on your job, shoot a movie, shoot a TV show where you're thinking, does anybody know that, can they smell that prepubescent pussy coming off my cock? I mean, how do those thoughts not go into your head?
I get it. I mean, but there's also just weird fucking people out there. Remember Jerry Sandusky, that whole thing with Penn State? And I mean, Joe Paterno, one of the biggest coaches of all time, knew kind of what was going on. And
true.
And all this shit happened, and people keep a blind eye to this kind of horrific stuff that goes on. I mean, it's scary what people will hide. It's scary what people will bury.
Yeah.
And it's scary that people can live with those thoughts. I mean, there's probably people right now that are doing something they know is so fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
And, they have it buried in their brain and don't know why they do it, but they do it.
Mm-hmm. And there's some times that you just don't know. And I mean, there is that too. Dude, I always bring up that Ariel Castro right here at home.
Yeah.
This guy Ariel Castro played in a jazz band with a friend of mine.
He was on Fox 8.
At the same time that he had people chained up in his basement or whatever. Yeah. And I mean, I met Ariel Castro at one of these damn gigs. He was playing a gig with, I think it was Omar Vizquel, had a book signing and the band was playing. And there was this guy, and I didn't know, he wasn't Ariel Castro, rapist and kidnapper. He was just another guy in the band.
Right.
But how do they live with that? That's the part I don't get is, dude, if I do something bad, and I mean bad on the slightest level, because I've never done anything, I don't think, super, super bad, some assaults and stuff, but never anything secretly bad.
Right.
How do you live with that? How do you live? Like they always say, the people that kill somebody, they're their own worst enemy. They end up giving themselves away because they can't keep it quiet.
Right.
But how do you live with, alleged Epstein? How do you live with the fact that you fucked 150 goddamn kids?
Yeah, I know.
How does that not slip up sometime? It's weird. Hollywood's a mess. What up?
Speaking of Epstein, saw an article just before we came on, and some Democrats are actually going to the side of maybe wanting to charge the Clintons with crimes involving this stuff.
Never going to happen.
They'll be dead before they.
That is a request to get votes. Nothing else. The Clintons are never going to be charged with any crime in their lifetime.
They were the quietest people in the world. The only people the only people on the Democrat side not asking for the files to be released.
Yeah, they were like,
were the Clintons.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm very busy with other things. All right, let's go to Minds, man.
Yep, it is time to wrap this thing up. Again, thank you for the time. And if you want the bonus content, you got to go to minds.com/Seth Williams Show now. That's where we will be. And again, this is the new schedule for Wednesdays, 4 to 5, and then 5 to 5:30 for the bonus coverage.
Yep.
And don't forget, please check out the new show, Limping Out of the Fire, on Mondays,
Yes.
live at 4:00. We're going to have some good guests on the show and already have had some fun times. So
Yeah, and we do have one that is going to be a very big guest. I mean, would be a big guest on any show that I do. Not
Yes.
just Limping Out of the Fire. He just happens to work for Limping Out. His appearance works for Limping Out of the Fire.
we're hoping.
This would be, if we get this guest, this would be as big as we could possibly. We'll probably never have bigger guests.
But we'll see how that all works out.
Yep.
So. All right. We'll talk to you over at Mines. Have yourself a great night. Great rest of the week. We'll talk to you again next week, God willing.
See ya.
Later.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Triv, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.